Okay, this is latest 247. So I'm actually making this particular post now because I'm kind of pissed. I'm not happy with what is happening because if you happen to be online, you will know that the Olympic just started. The Olympic in in Paris. Sorry for the cough. So if you're actually online, you actually understand that the Olympic in Paris 2024 Olympic just started. And the opening ceremony has been something that a lot of people have been very, very angry about. I mean, if you watch the open ceremony, even if you didn't watch it, but you're online, maybe on Twitter or so, you would have seen it being posted around. See the kind of depicting that it is, satanic depicting, a lot of rituals that it did right there in front of the whole world, to a point whereby even those that are not Christians got angry because it was more like a mockery of Christianity. It's a mockery of what Christians believe in. It's a mockery of how Christians live their life. I mean, the whole belief, the faith base of Christianity is around the Last Supper, Jesus Christ, and the rest of it. And these guys simply desecrated the whole thing. And the whole world is watching. It got to a point whereby you can see what I posted here. You can see Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, of course, very big influential person. He used to be a Christian, but he repeatedly complained about the complacency of Christians and how Christians are so gentle, how they are so accommodating, how they are so tolerating that they can't even fight for what they believe in. That made him to switch and change to Muslim. Now he's a Muslim. Although his brother, Tristan Tate, is still a Christian, but he's a Muslim now. And he himself has come up to tweet and be even as a Muslim that he is angry at what these guys did. A lot of people have condemned it, but the fact that Andrew Tate had to say this, even as a Muslim, that he will never forgive these guys. And he went on to talk about why this is part of the reasons why he left Christianity in the first place. Of course, Christians are taught, okay, you can't, two wrongs can't make a right, you have to leave everything to God, God is going to take care of it, everything is going to be better, love your neighbor, even though they hate you, they slap you on one cheek, you turn to the other cheek, and all those kind of teachings and everything has made Christians to become docile, to become too quiet, to become too tolerant, that people make mockery of what they believe in. And people really said it, that they couldn't have done this to another religion, especially Islam. They couldn't have done this. If they tried this with Muslims, they would have burnt down Paris by now. Paris would have been in flames right now if this was tried with another religion, just like Islam. But they wouldn't do that. They can dare it on Christians. And if you look at it critically, you realize that maybe a lot of all those guys that were used to parade what they paraded, the rubbish that they paraded like the Last Supper, you can see the picture I'm using here now. The whole thing, they need to desecrate the Christian faith. If you check it, those guys even might, in fact, they will be Christians. A lot of them would have been Christians that got woke, the woke virus, and now they are LGBTQ, QRPQ, all those numbers they keep giving themselves. And then they think that the best way to promote what they now believe in is now to desecrate Christianity. Because like Christianity is the one that is much more accommodating, much more gentle, much more careful, much more cooperative, and they think that they can desecrate it to promote theirs. That's to show you how stupid these people can be. Because if that is what you believe in it, but don't try to put down someone else. Because the more they do this, even those that were supposed to support them now will no longer be supporting them. It's so crazy. There are a lot of the videos. In fact, I can't even post the video. In fact, I even refused to watch the video at some point. I had to eventually get to watch it a little bit because someone else had to make a post about it, and then I had to, get a little glimpse of it. But I didn't even want to watch it. Just the picture I see already, is very annoying. There's even a guy with his scrotum hanging out. There are even kids in the video. And you start wondering what exactly is happening to the Western community. The Western world is falling apart. We can see it every day. Population decline is a thing, but these guys still keep pushing the woke agenda. A lot of all these European countries are losing out in population. They're having more migrants than the local indigenous. And yet all they care about is the woke agenda. Keep pushing the woke agenda. The LGBTQ and all that shit that they are doing. Puberty block and the rest of it. And guess what is happening now? A lot of the guys there now are more like girls. They are switching every day. They are becoming girls, and then they are becoming women. And if they are doing this, you now understand that, okay, how can they actually be giving birth? How can they maintain their population? It's difficult for them to maintain their population, and that is why you saw what happened. Or if you didn't see, at least you might have heard. Or if you didn't hear, then hear it now. That some countries we actually robbed. Some countries that went for this Paris Olympic 2024. About 2 countries, notably, we are robbed of everything they had. And guess who they blamed it on? Migrants. And guess what? They actually need these migrants. They want them. They are pushing for the migrants to come because their own population cannot sustain their economy. They don't have enough manpower to do the labor jobs and all the odd jobs. They don't have enough manpower to do it. So they depend heavily on migrants. Now eventually the migrants are going to come and they start seeing the rubbish these guys are doing. And guess what? They are going to take over. So eventually, maybe in the next 20-30 years, Europe is going to be taken over by these migrants. Those from India, from Afghanistan, from Bangladesh, from all those places. From Africa, a lot of African people, they are going to take over these European countries eventually if this continues to go like this. Because if they are not giving birth, if they are not maintaining their population, instead they are declining every day, guess who is going to take over their properties? Guess who is going to take over their businesses? The migrants. So eventually, European is going to become the next Africa or the next Asia. But guess what? They don't really think that far. They are worried about inclusiveness. They are worried about awareness. They are worried about LGBTQ, whatever shit they are calling it. They're worrying about coming out. They're worrying about, different kind of shit, all the shit that doesn't really matter. So this is very saddening, and I know this is kind of personal to me, so, but I still have to talk about it though. I know that a lot of people will be worried about this as well, and I just thought I should make a video about it because it's very crazy, and I think it might have come to that point whereby Christians should start rising up. Christians should start thinking, okay, maybe we should actually start doing something about our religions. It's crazy that people accuse the Muslims or those that believe in Islam, those that accuse them of being violent and the rest of that, but they're actually protecting what they believe in. Because if you cannot fight for what you believe in, what exactly do you believe in? It has come to that point whereby we have to start asking ourselves, what exactly do you believe in that you cannot fight for it? Because if Christians should begin to fight for this, of course, like Andrew Tate said, he's not going to watch the Olympic. His brother Tristan Tate is not going to watch the Olympic. A lot of people have said they're going to boycott and not watch the Olympic. I think that is the kind of thing that we should be talking about. Even the guy, a Muslim, is even saying that he's going to send or make sure that he goes in front of the Paris embassy in Romania and put out a protest. That people should even carry placards of Jesus Christ, carry placard of it, and during the Olympics, just to make sure that they reinforce the fact that they believe in what they believe in. Even Tristan Tate had to make a promise that he's giving $5,000 to any of the athletes that wears a shirt or carries a placard or whatever that comes on screen to talk about Jesus. This is to show you how much these guys are putting in. So I really applaud them, and I think every other Christian out there should also be doing something in that direction. Enough of this thing that you talk about, oh God, you can't fight for God. Yes, I believe, I understand all that. But what is going to happen is that if this thing continues to be allowed to continue to go the way it is going, it's eventually going to affect those who their faith are not even strong. They'll start losing faith. Those who have believed for a long time start thinking, oh, if they can actually get away with this, then what am I doing with this religion? Maybe I should join the other religion. That is why the Muslim faith is actually getting converts on a steady. Because people are thinking, okay, these guys can actually fight for what they believe in. Why don't I join them? These guys and which are the Christians, they can't fight for anything. And that is why we have a lot of denominations of Christianity. A lot of Christians don't even believe or don't even agree with other Christians. It has gotten so much watered down and become business-centric that people only care about what they get. People only care about their pocket. And they don't care about the greater good of the Christendom. So if you're a Christian, I think this will be a soul-searching moment for you to think. What do you believe in, and are you willing to fight for what you believe in? And I'm not saying you should go and hack somebody, fight, kill somebody, beat somebody. No. But can you stand up for what you believe in? Can you refuse to be put down on what you believe? So as these people are doing this now in Paris, and I saw the president of France saying this is France, posting it on Twitter, and people are following and applauding him and things like that. This will continue to push this woke virus. But can you be a Christian enough to stand up and say you refuse this, you refuse to accept this, that you refute this, that you don't agree with this, and that you stand by what you believe and no one should desecrate what you believe in? I think Christians should start thinking in this direction, and hopefully it's going to change a lot of things. But if not, if this continues like this, Christianity will continue to lose its population and its grip on the world, and of course the Western world will continue to go down every and every day. That's it, guys. That's it.